Royal reality, Royal reality.
It's good to see you again.
Same here. Thank you so much.
So you know the whole process already. It has been briefed. They've briefed you
Yes.
already. So
Yes.
we're listening. Let's get to your
All
story.
right. This happened, a real life story in 2017 to me. My phone was critically low, like a score that it was just 1% remaining. Even though I wasn't expectant enough to expect an expected call, neither was there an emergency to call the emergency line for help. I still rushed like an ambulance out of my room with a USB cable collected in my hand, with a plan to first aid this victim of low battery, knowing the score. It needed critically a life support of charging to gain some resuscitation. But before I left for the car, which was the only surety in the absence of a power bank, somehow, like APC, I had to change my mind, which changed my plan as earlier planned. So I left for the kitchen instead, like I belonged to the kitchen, to rescue my belly from, to rescue my belly, you know, from the Boko Haram of hunger with some breakfast. Because, of course, hunger is constant like change, and so the change began with me. But then, as I slowly walked to the kitchen, I noticed the sound contrasted my currently bombing sound, a deep sound, like the sound of a deep freezer sing in its usual deep baritone, a freezing song, a song sung unconsciously by all and sundry after being slaves of power outage and finally freed like Nelson Mandela from prisons of Nepa to have light. At that moment, I knew there was light. Meanwhile, previously, there was light. Set my little knees when I asked. But darkness of ignorance, night blinded my light-hearted mind and brought daylight from the light to light on the light switches of my room to know if there was light and how ignorant I was. Ignorant that I was a slave to ignorance, even though free like a flying flag in freedom, but I was still shackled in chains of single possibility that I thought was the possibility possible.